What's up, fam? It's Smiles for Miles. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. Hope you're earning your subscription today. Give me a thumbs up. I want to talk about Dee Dee's app and Holloween. Oh my god, guys. I know I've seen some content creators talk about it, but they didn't get into what we dealt with that day. So on Halloween, get up, go do my thing, get ready for my shift, my lunch shift, and I get my first order to Starbucks and first offer. Starbucks. I head over to Starbucks. Arrived at store. I go in. I tell them, standard steps, who it is for. They give it to me. I scroll down. Well, let me back up. I got my first offer for Starbucks. It was like $5, and it was not even a mile. Of course, good money, especially on two wheels. So I accept, and then I head to Starbucks. All of a sudden, this window pops up, and it's about open containers of medical supplies. Why that was there, I have no idea, but it popped up for Starbucks, and I'm like, whatever. And it says if the bag is if the container is open, you could be deactivated. And I just hit it, said continue, and I went on with my delivery to pick up the order. So I get to the store, I hit the button, I arrived, I tell them the client's name, I pick up the order, I go to scroll down to hit confirm, there's no confirm button. So two different things were going on Halloween in my marketplace here in Tucson, Arizona. One, and it didn't happen to every delivery. This is the odd part, okay, gang? So I took the order. I figured out how to get there in hopes that it would work. And I took off to go deliver it, but every time I hit direction, the Google Maps, or actually the default map that DoorDash actually uses, I can't remember the name of it, wanted to take me back to Starbucks. It wasn't letting me go to the client. So I'm like, okay. I get it to the guy and give it to him. I try to confirm. I try to do all this stuff. I uninstalled, reinstalled. That canceled the order. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's working again. So I get a stack I get a offer for Chipotle, bashing dasher, Chipotle, and again that medical window popped up again. This time I declined it, and it took the offer away, so I couldn't go pick up the offer. I'm like, okay, whatever. So then all of a sudden I got a stack. One of the same ones that I just declined. Well, one of the ones that they canceled on me because I wouldn't continue with the medical supply thing and putting my part of my livelihood into jeopardy. That's not going to happen. So I got a stack, and this time I went, okay, I'll try it. I'll just say okay, and I continued. I hit the continue button on the medical supply open container button. I get to Chipotle. I hit the button. I arrived. Pulls up the two clients I got to pick up. I go pick them up. Again, can't confirm anything. This time I call in. It took me 4 times to get through. Like, the wait was ridiculous. That told me that this is not an isolated incident. It's not just happening to me. This is happening across the board. How far? I don't know. I didn't find that out till later. So then I finally get through. I'm talking to the lady. I'm like, what's going on? Why are we getting this medical prompt about open medical containers? We don't deliver medical supplies. We deliver food. And she tells me, well, unfortunately, that's going to be there. And I'm like, that's stupid. Just straight up, that's stupid. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude, but that's really stupid. And I said, and then on top of it, where's the confirm button? How come your coders are forgetting the confirm button? I said, I have family that's coders. They do coding for apps. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of things that cutting corners, but you got to look at the information before you go throw it on the app. And that one was the medical supply open container medical supply prompt. One of their coders found this thing for open packages for Starbucks and Chipotle. That's the only two that it was doing it to, by the way. Chipotle and Starbucks. Instead of looking at what they were going to post on the thing, they just threw it in there. They changed the colorway and they threw it in there. So that was mistake number one by DoorDash. So then I'm talking to the lady, and she's telling me, she goes, well, she's trying to tell me I confirmed. I'm like, it's impossible. The button's not there. Your coders didn't include the confirm button for the update of the app. And why are you updating the app all the time? It's the most simplest app. There's no rhyme or reason to be updating the app as much as you guys are doing. You're overdeveloping the app. You say you want to make a better experience for us drivers, you're making it far worse. You're not making anything better. You haven't yet made anything better. I said, you want to make things better? And on a stack, you pay us double base pay and not just one. You want to do that. That's something you need to do, because that's contractual, by the way. That's part of our terms of agreement. You guys are breaking it. You held us accountable for our term of agreement for our independent contracting with you. I'm holding you accountable too now. So you're breaking contractual agreement on our terms of agreement with that. And she was like, okay. And she's noting this stuff. I said, and then on top again, why am I not getting confirm button? She goes, here, let me confirm it on my end. I'm like, okay. So she confirms both of my orders. And it's like 30 minutes later. I said straight up, I looked at when it was supposed to be delivered by. I said, I better not be getting a strike or I will be calling back. And this time I won't be nice. I will chew. And I will crawl up whoever is going to get me up their backside. And I will camp out inside of their backside until they change what's going on. I said, it's not right. I'm not going to go through getting a strike on top of your guys' screw up on your app. No, you won't. You're not going to get it. I'm like, okay. So I go and deliver. And I get another one. And that prompt pops up. Finally, I just had it. By the time I got done with DoorDash, my shift was almost over. It was like 1 o'clock, 1:30. So I'm like, whatever. I logged out. I made like $13.50 because of their fucking bullshit. So I log out of my shift. I'm over it. So I turn on Uber and see if, I can pick up some extra money just to kind of maybe hit my mark. My minimal mark I want to make. So it gives me a shop and pay. And I'm like, okay, it's not far. It's 3 items, whatever. And I go to CVS, and of course, half the items aren't there. And one item is there, we found it, and I go to pay, it's not working. And I call Uber. I'm trying everything. I tried credit, how you're supposed to do it. I tried debit, didn't work. Tried everything to get the Uber card to pay for the offer so I could go deliver it. Wasn't doing it. So I get on the phone with Uber. They're having app issues as well. Not as extreme, but they are having app issues because, again, I could tell the wait time getting to the support unit or the support individual. So it was just like one thing after another, Holloween. And then I was talking to a buddy of mine who does Grubhub, and their app is messed up. So Holloween was nothing but tricks. No treats, just tricks. So long story short, I made $20 total for Thursday. It was the most asinine day I've ever experienced working with DoorDash. I've been with DoorDash since January 2024. I've never had to uninstall and reinstall the app. But in the past 8 to 10 days, I've had to uninstall and reinstall that app twice. That's twice too many times. It shouldn't have to be going on like that. So Friday I went out and started my shift, and everything was back to normal. Made good money. Saturday, same. It was a bit slow. I think a lot of people were frustrated with Thursday because, come to find out, deliveries were like 30 to 40 minutes late getting to the customers, to the clients. You had to call in every time you picked up an order from Starbucks or Chipotle. I don't know about anybody else because all I got was my experiences were with Starbucks and Chipotle. I got a Panera. I didn't do it with Panera. I got 4th Avenue Deli, which is a really great deli, by the way, on 4th Avenue here in Tucson. Didn't happen with them. I got one at Corbett's. They got pickleball, and it's a restaurant, really cool place, bar. Picked up from there. None of that stuff. But Chipotle and Starbucks had those 2 prompts attached to them. So Friday was perfect. Saturday was great, but like I said, it was a bit slow. Today I took today off. It's supposed to rain all day today. It was supposed to start this morning, but it didn't start. But it's starting now, and I'm like fine. I needed a day off anyway, especially after Thursday. You know, I'm a 60-year-old man. I may not look like it. I may not sound like it. But I'm a 60-year-old man, and stress does affect me, just like a lot of us seniors. And the Thursday was so stressful because you got rents due, you got bills coming, you know, whatever. Everything. It's the beginning of the month. And they fuck around with their app so much that it caused me money. Caused all of us money. So I come to find out I'm on YouTube, and I'm perusing, looking at other dashers, trying to find out if anybody experienced this hell on on Halloween. Found a guy in Central California. He's going through the same shit. Theirs is even worse. They all went through it there. But theirs is even worse. You can't even schedule there correctly. Even though you're a platinum dasher. That makes no sense. And that's been a problem since April. And it's not isolated with him. It's everybody. And they're all platinum dashers. That shouldn't be happening. So, a bunch of new stuff going down. There's a new thing out. We haven't experienced it in our marketplace yet, but that's telling the employee of whatever restaurant you're picking up from to open the package, to take the items out, make sure everything is there. I'm going to tell you right now, Taco Bell or any of the fast food restaurants you do that to, or even like Panera or any of them, they're going to look at you and say, we don't get paid enough money to do that, and we're not going to do that. Or, do you see how busy we are? We're not going to go through all that. Well, there's an option on that window that you can press that says, restaurant doesn't want to do it, and you can continue down. But they're just adding stupid shit. I thought you were adding stuff to make our lives better, make our experiences better with DoorDash app. You're making things stupid. You're making things worse. You're making it harder. You're causing an issue. That opening the package and having the restaurant count things, not my job to micromanage your shit. That's your job. If your restaurants aren't doing what they're supposed to do, you're supposed to contact them and let them know. Not my job. Not my job. I'm an independent contractor. My contract says I deliver food, I pick up, and I deliver it in a timely fashion. Period. I receive a base pay of $2, which should be higher, and tips. So, not my job. So I already talked to a lot of the restaurants that I've been worked through and told them what's coming. And they already told me straight up. They're like, yeah, we're not doing any of that. We'll just tell you no, and you can tell them no. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, DoorDash, you're just really blowing it right now. Right now you're blowing it, trying to figure out what to do with thieving. And it's always falling on the driver's lap. It's always washing up on the driver's shore, if you will. It's ridiculous. We're in the middle of everything. And now you want us to micromanage other restaurants? That's not our job. We don't have food handler cards. We're not supposed to fill drinks. We don't have food handler cards. We're not supposed to open packages and handle food. We do not have food handler cards. And I'm not going to go get one for delivering food because all the packages are sealed. I grab them, I take them, and I deliver them. I don't have to have one. But to have a restaurant open up and check everything for you, no, I'm not micromanaging your stuff. Pay me. You want me to do that? You pay me an extra $2 to do that, I'll do it. No problem. But I'll guarantee you the restaurant on their end, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They've already said many times, we don't get paid enough money to do all that extra work. We're too big. We're going to be too crazy busy. We're not going to do that work. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. I think that's just going to be a nightmare waiting to happen. Halloween was just a shit show. I'm glad it's over and things are somewhat back to normal. We take pictures of receipts. That's fine. I appreciate that stuff, by the way, DoorDash. I appreciate you having to take a picture of receipts because that secures me too as well, because that shows proof. And the way I do it is I send a copy to my phone, so I have it in my file, just in case somebody wants to be stupid and claim that they didn't get their food. Oh yeah, really? Well, I just took a picture of your food with your receipt with your name on it. DoorDash has it, and I have my own copy of it. I took another picture after I left it at your door. DoorDash has that too, and I have a copy of it. So that stuff I do appreciate, because that puts us in a safer mode for delivering and not dealing with people trying to steal. It's just ridiculous that happened on Thursday. I still can't get over that happened on Thursday. Halloween's a busy day. Dee Dee, you messed up for Halloween. I'll tell you that right now. All right, gang. Peace be the journey. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up. I hope they're on your subscription today. Welcome to Gig Life Driver. Don't forget to get out there and do the hustle.